Ritetime Gaming!
See what you talking about, man? See what you doing here, bruh? You here to play games? You here to play games, huh? You can only play games if you're in the right place with the right time. Yo, it's the right time for games. Yo, it's the right time for games. Featuring games such as Flesh and Blood TCG and SRG SuperShowTheGame.com. This is Right Time Gaming.
Hello and welcome to Right Time Gaming. It is me, Right Time Kinderdine, here with my very first Metazoo deck tech. That's right, I have been lucky enough to get my hands on a little bit of first edition Metazoo here in New Zealand. So disclaimer before we go too far into this, obviously this deck is built with the cards available to me, not necessarily the best cards. I'm sure if you have access to more cards, there's definitely some tweaks that can be made, hence the version 0.1 in the description. But I thought it would be nice to get out there and just put something out, because I haven't seen many people doing deck techs about Metazoo, so I just thought I'd throw this out there and you know, see what you guys thought. Also I recently played this deck against Kellen on a Red Zone Rogue. Hopefully that video will be coming out soon on his channel, so you can look out for that. So I thought I might just go over the deck a little bit so you can see what it looks like. I want to give a shout out before we go too much further to Sushi Night, who have been proud supporters of the channel, and in this time we have just started a new 7-day lockdown here in New Zealand, so this is why I'm back to making some videos. I got some time on my hands, so unite against COVID-19. Sushi Night, thanks very much. Thinking of you, thinking of everyone in Auckland and in New Zealand who are in level 4 lockdown at the moment. You'll probably see a few more videos from me because I've got a little bit more time on my hands over the next few days at least. Anyway, as I said, Metazoo, first edition, I got myself about a box and a half worth of boosters from getting a box, 5 starters, spell book, and a release deck, which the starters and the release deck all had various amounts of boosters in them as well. So this deck is being made from my pools. Basically, we're calling this deck Flare Bears, which will become very apparent why. A couple of things you might need to know about me to understand maybe the deck title, but also as we go. I live in Auckland, New Zealand. Auckland, New Zealand is in the North Island of New Zealand. Also, Auckland is built on 50 volcanoes. That's right, there is a volcano pretty much very close to wherever you are in the city, including all the game stores in Auckland. In fact, there is not a single store that isn't within 8 kilometers or 5 miles of a volcano. Most of them are dormant, but they are still volcanoes. So for those of you who know the cards, I may be getting ahead of myself. You may already know one of the key factors of this deck, obviously also with the title Flare Bears. So without further ado, let's jump into the deck. I'll go through what the cards do and why I picked them. And again, as I said, if you've got any comments on how to improve the set, please feel free to throw them in the comments. That'd be great. Like and subscribe to the channel while you're there as well. Why not? But of course, as I said, this is from very much from what I pulled. So I definitely think there will be a version 2 and so forth as hopefully we get hold of some more cards. Anyway, let's start off with the start of the deck. Of course, if you know about Metazoo, you probably guessed by the name, and of course, here we are. It is Lava Bears. Very cool. So Lava Bears states it is Beastie Bear type. It is also a flame type. It costs 1 flame aura to contract into the arena. It comes in with 30 life points, and it has a plus 25 fourth wall bonus if you're on an island, which, North Island, here we go. This is why this is possibly going to be a meta deck here in Auckland for a little while, at least. Also, this is the part that we base the deck around. This is why this 1-drop is amazing here in Auckland. Volcanic Spurt is its attack, which has got a base attack of 25. If you are playing near a volcano, activate active or otherwise within 5 miles. Volcanic Spurt gains 125 damage, and target opposing page in combat is inflicted with burn. So this is amazing. So this one cost little dude that we've named the deck around, he is going to be swinging for 175. That's right. So that's 125 from being next to a volcano, plus the 25 damage for being on an island, plus the 25 base damage. So 175. The thing about him, very big hitter, big swinger, but only 30 life points, so can get one-shotted fairly easy. Now, Lava Bears, you can have up to 5 in your spellbook, and of course we have all 5, because why wouldn't we? Very good card. Very good card. Next up, we have the Giant Salamander, which is very cool. So, Giant Salamander, we are running 3 of. You can have up to 5. You can have up to 5 in your spellbook. It is a beastie dinosaur. It is a 1-cost flame aura, 50 life points. 50 life points, and it gets a 4th wall bonus of 30 plus 30 if you are in a forest. Also has an attack, Charred Trunk. Charred Trunk gains 25 damage if there is a felled tree within eyesight, or if if a forest beastie was placed in limbo, the cemetery, or in the afterlife within the last 2 turns. So again, forest is a very highly played aura, so the second part of that. Or, of course, you could just have a felled tree with you. This is one I prepared earlier. Of course, we've just recently had a storm, and brought down some branches from my tree outside, and so that is off a felled tree. So there you go. You can get that bonus of 25 attack from Giant Salamander with as simple as being a little bit prepared. Also, we are running the Forest Terror later on in the deck. I'll show you that we can get the plus 30 bonus off there as well. Then now we get into, this is the secondary element of the deck, and a very cool card. It is, there we are, it is Wahile. Sorry, let me just see if I can get that in focus. Very cool. So this is from the release deck. This was the release deck that I got. A Wahila, I should say, is a beastie wolf. Is a frost type wolf. It costs 1 neutral and 3 frost aura to contract into the arena. 70 life points, so it's a decent size. It has stone skin. It gets 25. The 4th wall, it gets 25 from it being snowing, and 25 for the forest, again, while we have the forest aura in there as well. And it has 2 abilities. As Wahila enters the arena, until the end of your next turn, it is considered to be snowing. All beasties controlled by opposing casters do not awaken at the start of their next turn. Which is very cool, because it trades into the power that it has, which is Frozen Ambush. All fatigued beasties controlled by target caster take 20 damage. So to use a power, instead of attacking, what you do is you fatigue that to use the power, and that's going to do 20 damage to all the fatigued beasties on your opposing side. Very cool against token decks like ding bells, zombie tokens, stuff like that. You can sort of wipe a board of those little annoyances, and it's really nice. As I said, it basically keeps anything that your opponent has fatigued. It keeps them fatigued until the next turn as well. So that is a bonus that hopefully Wahila is going to be around to do the damage with that. Also has Chilled Crunch attack, which has got Frost 3 and 30 damage, which of course, if you've got the Forest Aura out, that is going to come in for 55 damage. So yeah, very good. decent life points. Just a very cool looking card, and our only frost creature in the deck. So, but we do have some other frost elements in the deck, so that's why we are rolling with the Eternal Snowflake, which is very cool. Gem artifact. That you may fatigue this page at any time to generate 2 Frost Aura. So again, it helps with the Wahila. It also helps with one of the spell cards that we've got coming up. And of course, why wouldn't you play with the Chaos Crystal? Very cool. I was lucky enough to pull some alternate hollow chaos crystals, and of course this is, you may fatigue this page at any time to generate 3 aura of any cost, which is, sorry, not any cost, of any type, which is very, very cool and very, very important. It is the Black Lotus of the set. I mean, not that I play Magic or I like to reference Magic, but you know, if you've played Magic, this is what it might seem a little familiar to you. We get into our aura type, which is how we pay for stuff. Of course, in the deck we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 flame aura and 4 forest aura, plus of course the artifacts. So it's a little light. Still getting used to how much aura to put in a 40 card deck. It has been a while since I've actually played a game that has the aura cost in the deck, so I'm still getting used to ratios and stuff like that. Of course, we then have the Forest Terror card, which gives us the 4th wall of being in the forest, which helps us with our Salamander and our Wahila. Very cool. Not overly important if we don't get it off, but it is handy to have on those turns where you do have the Salamander or Wahila. Of course, Bookmark is a must in any deck. This is 1 neutral aura cost. Bookmark 2 pages from the top of your spellbook. Of course, bookmarking is what they call drawing. So this is pay 1, draw 2, which is very good. Another super important card in the deck, here we are, is Lightning in a Bottle. We were lucky enough to, this is the spellbook we can have 2 per, bookmark, we can have 2 per spellbook, and so we have the full 2. Lightning in a Bottle, we can have up to 5 copies. We have all 5 copies. We were lucky enough to get all 5 copies, so there we are, Lightning in a Bottle. Very cool. This, of course, is Potion. Lightning in a Bottle can have 5 per spellbook, and awaken target beastie, and this beastie gains first strike until the end of the turn. So this is very good. This means that basically you can play this when you play out like a Lava Bear or a Wahila or something like that. And on the turn that you play them, you can ready them, you can swing, you can use their abilities, and with the first strike, it means that they will hit and do their damage first, which of course, with the Lava Bears, is super, super great. That's going to take out most things since it's swinging at 175. But yeah, just super handy, or it means you can swing twice on a turn with the Lava Bear if it's like to the face and stuff like that. So just super versatile, very good. Can go in most decks, zero cost to play. So yeah, really good. Then this is one of our tricks, and one of the reasons we have Frost Auras in the deck. It is Icy Path, which is very cool, dude. Getting engulfed in the Icy Path. It is, of course, a spell. You can have up to 4 per spellbook, which we have. Oh no, sorry. I thought we had 4. Maybe we only have 3. Possibly we only have 3 of this because of how many we've pulled. So there you go. I thought we had, maybe. I will double check that. I'll double check. I thought we had 4, but maybe we have 3. I'll do a count at the end, and it may just be that it's stuck in the deck box or something. But anyway, here, Icy Path, a very, very good spell. It is 2 frost to play. This spell can be contracted when any beastie declares an attack. Even if it's not your turn, you may select a new target. You may select a page controlled by the attacking caster or the attacking caster as the target. So basically, they're going to swing at you with a big beastie. You can either have it take out one of their smaller beasties, or you can have it swing at their caster. Very good for surviving big swings or something that you can't deal with. Or taking out something with one of their own monsters, which is always a fun thing to do. So very cool, very important. You just need to remember that you have to have the aura unfatigued to use it on your opponent's turn. Now, here is my favorite cards. So this is very cool. You'll see it when I play against Red Zone Rogue. You'll probably see it if I get some games in against Tom, who's the other guy who's got Metazoo here in New Zealand. Balancing Beam. This is great. So it is a 2 neutral cost spell. You can have up to 2 in your spell book, which of course I run. And it says, deal damage to target caster or page equal to 10 times the number of years between your age in years and the chosen caster or the controller of the chosen page's age in years, to a maximum of 100. So basically, for every year difference between you and your opponent, you get to do 10 damage. I am older than a lot of you may think. I am notably 12 years older than Kellen and Tom. So when I play with them, this is 2 cost, does 100 damage. Flip side being, if they were to play it against me, it would do 100 damage to me as well. So it is a double-edged sword, and it's possibly one that I see, at least here in Auckland, people might sideboard this for when they play against me, because I am a little bit older than the average age. But very cool, and very a lot of utility, and you'll see it put to good use in the games against Kellen on Red Zone Rogue. Then we come to the last card that we have in the deck is Fireball. It's very cool. So this is a 1 cost. This is a 1 cost flame spell. So 1 flame aura. It deals 25 damage to target beastie or caster and inflict it with burn. Of course, with burn you roll a d6, and that is how many turns the person is burnt for, and I believe every time they attack while they're burnt, they take 20 damage. So if you do it to a beastie, every time they swing while they're still burnt, they will take 20 damage. If you burn the caster, they will take 20 damage every time they swing with any of their beasties, which is especially good against a swarm guy. If you can, if he or she is relying on a swarm to take you out, hit them with the fireball for 25 damage, burn them, and then they're forced to take 20 damage for every time they swing with their next guy, or wait out and basically buy you some turns. This is a 10 per spell book. Spell, I only have 5, so I'm running all 5. So that's that there, and that's the deck. Let me just do a quick. That's one. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39. There's 39 cards here. So it was 4 icy paths. I obviously have put that down, or it's in the deck box. But yeah, so 4 icy paths, not 3, as I said. So that is the first deck. That is Flare Bears Volume 1. As I said, I do have a game coming up on Red Zone Rogue. When he puts that up, I'm not sure when that will go up, but you can see it in action. And yeah, so that is my first attempt at building a Metazoo deck. Of course, we've been playing with the starters and the release decks just while we're getting to know it. There's only a couple of us that have product here in New Zealand as of yet, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be, by the time we get out of lockdown, our stock should have arrived in stores and we can get some more people playing. But if you are out there in the world playing Metazoo, not just collecting it and letting it go up in money sitting on your bench or your shelf, more power to you. Drop a like, drop a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you've got any ideas on how to make this better once I get some more cards. Obviously, I love to put something like New Year's New Beginnings in here, but of course, that being a promo, I'm not sure I'll be able to get that. So probably just try and keep it to cards that are in the first set. But yeah, love to hear what you think. Love to see what other people are brewing up. I know a lot of people are in this just for the collecting of it, but you know, I am a card player first and foremost, so I'm just really looking forward to playing some more cards, talking to people, getting some games in, and yeah. So that is Metazoo. That is Flare Bear's version 1. Throwing it out there. Let me know what you think. And as always, wash your damn hands.